September 23rd, 2024 meeting of the Mayor and Council will come to order at 7:01. This meeting is being broadcast on channels 34 and 43 and the Township's YouTube channel, the Township of Fairfield, Essex. Please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mayor, notice of this meeting is in compliance with the Open Public Meetings Act, Chapter 231 of the laws of 1975, and has been given by posting a notice of the scheduled dates and change in meeting time of all the conference and regular meetings of the Mayor and Council of the Township of Fairfield on the bulletin board, in the municipal building, and in the office of the municipal clerk, and by serving notice thereof to the Progress and Herald newspaper on December 21st, 2023.
Thank you, Denise. Please call the roll.
Councilman McGlynn.
Here.
Councilman Campisi.
Here.
Councilman LaForgia.
Here.
Council President Cifelli.
Here.
Mayor Galise.
Here. Public comment on agenda items. Anyone wishing to comment on tonight's agenda, please come forward, state your name and address for the record. Seeing no one, we'll close the public portion. Communications. As I'm sure everyone's aware by now that Officer Champy lost his battle with cancer. I just wanted to say our hearts go out to Jimmy's loved ones, and we all appreciate everyone's outpouring of sympathy. I also have to commend Chief Manna on coordinating the very poignant and respectful procession of events on the day of Jimmy's services. It was a fitting tribute, and Chief, you did a terrific job. In consultation with his family, the police department is requesting that all blue bows remain displayed up to and including October 21st, which is Detective Champy's heavenly birthday, his 32nd. They are further asked that all blue bows then be removed the following day, October 22nd. The Fairfield Police Foundation will hold its annual gala on Thursday, October 24th, 2024 at El Tulipano in Cedar Grove beginning at 6 p.m. Anyone wanting more information can contact Lieutenant Casandino at the Police Department. All funds raised benefit the Fairfield Police Foundation. And that's what I have for the police. Let's see. The Library Board met on the 18th, at which time we discussed various matters, including 2 new employees that we have. And also wanted to welcome Mr. Kyle Silvestri. He's a K-6 teacher, and he's our new liaison to the Board of Ed. Please see the library website for the coming events. You will find the library link under the government heading on Fairfield's website. And that's all I have. Council President Cifelli.
Thank you, Mayor. Got a few things tonight. First of all, let me start off with the anchor program. I'm sure just about everyone in town received this, right? The anchor program replaces the old homestead rebate program. If you are a single person making less than $150,000 a year, or married making less than $250,000 a year, whether you rent or you own your home, it's in your best interest to return this. Now, there is a deadline date on this, November the 30th, 2024. If last year, there was no extension on the deadline of November 30th, so I doubt very much there'll be an extension this year. And if you have not received this, you can contact State of New Jersey Division of Taxation. And that covers the anchor program. As far as the township goes, our water and sewer bills are scheduled to go out on September the 30th. And next, I have a couple of times a year, I like to update the town on how we are doing financially, right? And So it's been about 6 months. So I decided, well, good time. People are back from vacations. We'll talk about it for a little bit. A town operates, should, how do I want to put this? A town's financial stability, right, is dependent upon our net debt ratio. Our net debt ratio is what the town has in debt versus our ratables. All towns in New Jersey have net debt ratio. The average per township is between 1.5%, 1.5%. And any town operating in that 1.5% is considered a financially stable town. The township of Fairfield, our net debt ratio is 0.564%, which takes us well below the average of towns in New Jersey. Actually, if you scale us with all the towns in New Jersey, we're in the top 19% of financially sound towns in New Jersey. And to carry on a little further, our town's bonds are rated 1 AA by Moody's. And basically, that's it.
That sounds great. How is that compared, Joe, year over year? Are we doing better? We doing?
Actually, last year we were 0.604, which means that we've actually gotten better
So we decreased our debt?
Which is a good
by
thing.
0.04%,
Which is a good thing.
which is a good thing,
Okay,
right? So,
all right, sounds great.
and I'm sorry, that's all I have.
Okay, thank you, Joe. Great information. Okay, Councilman LaForgia.
Mayor, Planning Board had a meeting. We had an application which we approved. We also have a recommendation for a review of the mayor and council on a ordinance change that will be taken up later. So it was a recommendation to approve it. As far as, that's the Planning Board. As far as recreation, all of our fall teams are up and running and doing well. The activities are at full scale. And again, to get out to a game or get over to the recreation complex, check out the website for the activities that go on there. It's just too plentiful to mention at one time.
It is, John, and the snack stand
Always
is
got
pretty
something
good,
good.
too.
Always something good there. As I think Councilman Campese is going to talk about some of the upcoming events through Municipal Alliance that we'll be having there. So
Okay.
we'll move along with that. Thank
All
you,
right.
Mayor.
Thank you, John. Councilman McGlynn?
Okay, the DPW is performing a normal seasonal maintenance. There's nothing outstanding going on there right now. The volunteer fire department, on this past Friday, they had to respond to a rescue for a male who fell off a roof and had to be medevac to a trauma center. On the September the 5th, they had to extricate someone from a rolled over vehicle in which the car landed on top of them in the process. And on Labor Day weekend, they had to respond to a fire at a commercial building. They will also be holding their open house on October the 12th. It'll be over at the firehouse on 51 Plymouth Street. It will be from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So I would, encourage, our residents to go pay them a visit. Bring your children. They're very good with the kids. In particular, there'll be things there for them to refreshments and ice cream, and there'll be some food there. It turns out to be a very nice event for everybody that goes there. And that's my report. And there were 32 calls over the past month also.
Okay,
Okay,
thank you,
that they
Michael.
responded to.
Councilman Campese?
Thank you, Mayor. So, Municipal Alliance, we will have our first meeting Wednesday, September 25th. So this Wednesday, we're going to have a meeting. The Babes program for second graders started on Friday, September 13th, and will run to November 15th. We are hosting Coffee with the Cops. That will be Wednesday, October 2nd at Manhattan Bagel from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. The lead dance for sixth graders at Churchill will be Friday, October 18th from 7 to 9. And Christmas is coming, so the Winter Wonderland is scheduled for Saturday, December 7th at the Rec. And again, this is a co-sponsor event with the Rec Department. We will also have Family Night, which is we go to a Devils game. That is scheduled on January 22nd at 7 p.m. Please go to Community Pass for those tickets. And the lead program will begin late January and end in May. And I have no new reports for Environmental Commission.
Okay, great. Thank you, Peter. Okay, approval of the August 26, 2024 regular meeting minutes.
So moved.
Second.
Councilman LaForgia, Council President Sefeli.
Councilman LaForgia.
Aye.
Council President Sefeli.
Aye.
Councilman McGlynn.
Aye.
Councilman Campese.
Aye.
Mayor Galise.
Aye. First reading and hearing of ordinance number 2024-17. It's an ordinance of the Township of Fairfield, Essex County, New Jersey, amending Chapter 14, Section 1.9, Fire Prevention of the Township Code. Jim, you want to just fill us in a little bit on that?
Yes, Mayor. So we're adding to this ordinance a section that talks about if a fire alarm is activated, it does not get reset by anyone but the fire department or fire prevention. The reason for that is basically safety and security type of thing. When the fire department responds, they want to be able to know what zone in the building where it has been activated, and they also want to be able to investigate if it is a fire, whether or not the system worked properly.
Okay, great.
Commercial, yes, commercial.
Commercial. Okay, do I have a motion to introduce?
So moved.
Councilman Campese,
Second?
Councilman McGlynn.
Councilman Campese.
Aye.
Councilman McGlynn.
Aye.
Councilman LaForgia.
Aye.
Council President Sefeli.
Aye.
Mayor Galise.
Aye, and the second reading will be Denise?
October 28th.
Okay. All right, ordinance 2024-18, an ordinance amending Chapter 2, Section 11.2, Department of Police, probationary police officer eligibility and appointment of the Township Code. I believe I know what this one is. Jim, you want to just give us a brief overview?
Sure. As we all know, in the climate that we live in today, it's very hard to find police officers. It's unfortunate, but it's just the way it is. Our ordinance, the way it's written now, is if we want to fill one position, we have to bring in 2 candidates. If we want to fill in 2, we have to bring in 4. You double the amount of interviews based on the position. In the climate that we're in today, we thought it would be wise to have a waiver in there, whereas the governing body, in a situation where we have a qualified candidate, goes through all the rest of the procedures that have to be followed in order to become a police officer in Fairfield, reaches that point, but we have no one to compare it to because no one else meets those criteria, then the governing body could decide to waive that one provision and hire that police officer.
Okay, so right now, it really ties our hands. If we only have one candidate and no other,
Correct.
we have a problem.
Correct.
Okay, great. Okay, do I have a motion to introduce?
So moved.
Council President Sefeli,
Second.
Councilman LaForgia.
Council President Sefeli.
Aye.
Councilman LaForgia.
Aye.
Councilman McGlynn.
Aye.
Councilman Campese.
Aye.
Mayor Galise.
Aye. Okay, second reading and adoption of ordinance number 2024-16. It's an ordinance to amend and supplement Chapter 45 zoning of the Township of Fairfield, Essex County, New Jersey, amending the residential zone overlay, the RZ1, to limit residential development. May I have a motion to open to the public?
So moved.
Councilman LaForgia,
Second.
Councilman McGlynn,
Councilman LaForgia.
Aye.
Councilman McGlynn.
Aye.
Councilman Campisi.
Aye.
Council President Cifelli.
Aye.
Mayor Galise.
aye. Anyone in the audience wishing to speak on this, please come forward, state your name and address for the record. Hello.
My name is Robin B. McDonald. I live at 11 Fairfield Court. And I don't want that on. And my question is we're surrounded by the brook, which does flood. And every time I turn around, everybody wants to build around us. And I don't understand what this overlay is going to do to our property. I mean, you have already just taken one home on our street and the state actually bought it because it floods so much.
I'm not sure if this relates, but this overlay zone it's in existence now.
Okay,
We're just trying to limit the amount of building on this RZ1 overlay.
okay, where is the RZ1 overlay?
Well, there's 3 or 4 pieces all over town. I don't know. I'm not really sure if.
I mean, I'm talking about Fairfield Road where they knocked down the 3 homes by the diner, across the street from the diner. I live on that dead-end street
Yeah.
right after that.
So if I may just intervene a minute. Back in 2017, during the master plan review, it was part of the amendment study that we would do an RZ01 zone for a mixed-use type of thing where we'd have commercial and we'd have residential.
Correct.
You need a minimum of an acre in order to even make this work. There's 3 areas that have it. One is Fairfield Court, one is Kingsbridge Road, and the block before it, which I'm drawing a blank on right now. Those are the 3 areas. Since that time, it's worked very well, and we're at the point now where we want to curtail it. We don't want it to expand anymore. We want to try and keep it under control so it doesn't get out of hand, and that's what this amendment is for.
Okay,
It's to limit the further residential development, to discourage overdevelopment of property.
okay, because just recently, if I'm not mistaken, there was a for sale sign at that empty lot next to Quick Check,
Yes,
and that totally floods every time.
absolutely, and I must get probably 1 call a week about that property, and I don't think we'll ever see anything built on it because it is a pretty wet area, and I don't think DEP would allow
I
that
mean,
to be developed.
we were lucky. We only flooded that one time with Irene,
Mm-hmm.
but we've been close. My next door neighbor, who is no longer there, they flooded every time.
Right.
You know, and if you go down our street at the end and you look, you don't even see the brook anymore. It is so overgrown. And on the other side, I think it's Daniel,
Right.
they like put it like right up to the brook, their property or what they, you know, their driveways and that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, I just feel it's very unfair. That's why I'm here. We got the letter the other day. I was hoping other neighbors of mine would have came today, you know, to talk about this.
Right. This is actually, like I said, curtailing the development, not increasing it.
Okay, that's what I want, make sure it's not increased. And I mean, I actually, a while ago, actually called Pine Brook, and when they were starting to build those condos,
Avalon?
yeah, at my GI Salvage where
Right.
that was, I'm like, okay, where's the water gonna go? You know, you're
Right.
building up, you're taking away, and, I don't know, maybe I'm,
No, you, listen,
No,
it's.
We're all
it's a-
very cognizant of that. Believe me, that's on the forefront of our mind every time we look at an application or something. It's sometimes difficult when someone owns a piece of land and they are approved for certain things, and they pass all the criteria, it's very difficult to say no. But in this case, we're just trying to pull it back a little bit.
Okay, I appreciate that, I really do. That's why I'm here, because I'm hoping that you guys will stop it. Really, really to stop it. Because the town is, my family has lived in this town for 69 years. They've lived in that house that I am in now for 69 years. They moved in 1 month after I was born. So, it's deep down inside, I don't want to see it destroyed,
No,
so-
nor do we.
Or do
We're-
we?
Believe me, we don't want to see.
so, thank you for listening
Thank
to
you.
me.
No, thank you for coming in.
No issue.
Thank you.
Okay, anyone else wishing to be heard? Seeing no one, may I have a motion to close the public?
So moved.
Councilman LaForgia,
Second?
Council President Sefeli.
Councilman LaForgia.
Aye.
Council President Sefeli.
Aye.
Councilman McGlynn.
Aye.
Councilman Campese.
Aye.
Mayor Galise.
Aye. If there are no questions from the council, may I have a motion to adopt ordinance 2024-16?
So moved.
Councilman Sefeli,
Second.
Councilman McGlynn.
Can't be easy.
Councilman Campese.
Aye.
Councilman McGlynn.
Aye.
Councilman LaForgia.
Aye.
Council President Sefeli.
Aye.
Mayor Galise.
Aye. Okay, thank you. Consent agenda, Administration Department Resolution A, authorization to renew a service agreement with Open Systems Integrators for security upgrades in the amount of $1,552.80. Authorization to hire Mary Jane Parr as a temporary part-time hourly employee in the Administration Department effective September 23rd, 2024. C, authorization to renew service agreement with GIS for Zoom Pro licensing in the amount of $1,607.80. D, authorization to amend Resolution 2024-462 relating to the roof replacement on Firehouse Number 1 roof by Safeway Contracting. E, authorization to hire Colin Pierce as part-time substitute bus driver for the Township of Fairfield effective October 1st, 2024. Engineering Department Resolution accepting performance bond number 7766829-451 from Kingsbridge Office Park in the amount of $10,000. Finance Department Resolution H, authorization to renew service contract with VCS for the township's payroll system in the amount of $15,783. Fire Department Resolution I, authorization to purchase public education supplies from Positive Promotions in the amount of $2,275.65. Fire Prevention Resolution J, authorization to purchase and install flooring for the fire investigative trailer from Armor Tough LLC in the amount of $1,526. Police Department Resolution K, authorization to purchase 3 2025 Ford Police Interceptor utility vehicles from Nielsen Ford in the total amount of $150,797.25. L, authorization to purchase and install additional equipment on 3 new police vehicles from GTBM in the amount of $126,544.03. M, authorization to pay first semi-annual payment for radio user fees from New Jersey State Police in the amount of $3,542.50. Public Works Resolution N, authorization to hire Northeast Roofing Maintenance for repair and maintenance on roof of the municipal building in the amount of $6,800. O, authorization for a repair on Plymouth Street Firehouse generator from GenServe in the amount of $3,969.54. P, authorization to replace generator batteries at Ray Place and Madison Avenue lift stations from GenServe in the amount of $3,020. Q, authorization for A&A Industrial Piping to repair boiler in the municipal building in the amount of $9,600. R, authorization to purchase parts for the leaf machines from Timmerman Equipment Company in the amount of $5,180.10. Item S, authorization to purchase crushed stone in bulk from Tilcon in the amount of $2,145.73. Recreation Department Resolution T, approval of the 2024-2025 registration fees for soccer clinics, field hockey league, and adult bocce league. U, authorization to purchase soccer uniforms from Lazar Sporting Goods in the amount of $9,031.50. V, authorization to purchase football jerseys from Lazar Sporting Goods in the amount of $2,652. Item W, authorization to purchase field paint from Store Tractor Company in the amount of $1,466.64. Item X, authorization to hire Socelli Electric to perform electrical work at the Recreation Complex in the amount of $2,484.60. Tax Collector Resolutions Y through E, as stated on the agenda. Municipal Clerk Resolution F, authorization to renew maintenance service contract with FRA Technologies in the amount of $2,300. If there are no questions or comments, may I have a motion to approve the consent agenda as stated?
So moved.
Councilman McGlynn,
Second.
Councilman Campese.
Councilman McGlynn.
Aye.
Councilman Campese.
Aye.
Councilman LaForgia.
Aye.
Council President Cifelli.
Aye.
Mayor Galise.
Aye. Okay, Joe, your certification.
Okay, Mr. McCluskey, our Chief Financial Officer, has certified that the funds are available. I'd like to make a motion to pay the bills, with the exception of bill number 24-01632 and 24-02048 in the amount of $5,258,645.24.
Second.
Council President Cifelli.
Aye.
Councilman Campese.
Aye.
Councilman LaForgia.
Aye.
Councilman McGlynn.
Aye.
Mayor Galise.
Aye.
I'd like to make a motion to pay bill number 24-01632 and 24-02048.
Second.
Council President Cifelli.
Aye.
Councilman McGlynn.
Aye.
Councilman Campese.
Aye.
Councilman LaForgia.
Aye.
Mayor Galise.
No vote. Okay. Written communications, that, anyone have anything? Written communications? No? Unfinished business, do we have any unfinished business to take care of? Well, new business, we do have a little new business, and I think everyone got the Township of Fairfield resolution. And after hearing Chief Manna at our last meeting, I have had our attorney, Mr. Miller, here. He drew up a resolution urging the state legislator to amend the bail reform laws to better address the current unacceptable trend of criminal activity without fear of consequences. If agreeable to this council, I'd like to adopt this resolution and forward it to our legislators and also my counterparts and mayors in West Essex, and possibly even go out a little further than that, and urge them to adopt similar resolutions. In doing so, I hope it might make a loud enough noise to garner some kind of response. But if everyone is aware, I'd like a motion to pass Resolution 2024, a resolution urging the amendment of the New Jersey Bail Reform Act to strengthen the criteria for pretrial confinement for certain criminal defendants.
So moved.
Councilman Campese,
Second.
Councilman McGlynn?
Councilman Campese.
Aye.
Councilman McGlynn.
Aye.
Councilman LaForgia.
Aye.
Council President Cifelli.
Aye.
Mayor Galise.
Aye. Thank you, gentlemen. It's really greatly needed. I thank the chief for bringing it to our attention. I mean, we all knew it, but hearing it, the way he put it really hit home. Okay, we're at public comment session. Anyone wishing to be heard?
Thank you, Mayor and Council, for the swiftness in which you passed that resolution. I do appreciate that. And with the timeliness of this, I just want to announce to you and to the public that on Saturday, our detectives took into custody a suspect from March of this year who did a pretty high-profile burglary on Craig Place, one of 3 suspects. So I just wanted the people to know that this individual was suspected in burglaries in North Caldwell and in Bergen County. So again, the timeliness of your resolution just matches what's occurring here in the neighboring towns. I also want our residents to know that when the police come to take up a report of a burglary or a stolen car, the investigation doesn't end, it actually just begins. Our detectives do a phenomenal job, and I just want to make them aware that we do make arrests of these individuals. Thank you.
Great. Good information. Thank you, Chief, and thank the men and women of the police department for their hard work. I know they don't give up. I know that. Okay, anyone else wishing to be heard? Seeing no one, we'll close public comment session. Our next meeting will be Monday, October 28th, 2024, at 7 p.m. in these council chambers. May I have a meeting to adjourn if there's no other business before us?
Motion? Are we going?
No, well, Mayor, just a reminder.
Sure.
On Columbus Day, Unico will be having an event over at the park. I believe it starts at 2, but I will get you the time on that. But it's everyone's welcome.
Okay, good.
For our Columbus Day celebration over there. And with that,
Sunday, October 13th.
and the 13th?
It's the 13th.
13th. Okay. Okay. Oh, yes, okay.
My wife there for our anniversary.
Okay, that, again, sponsored on the 13th, at the recreational complex.
Okay, great.
And now
Thank you.
with that, we can make a motion to adjourn.
Second,
Second.
Councilman McGlynn?
Councilman LaForgia.
Aye.
Councilman McGlynn.
Aye.
Councilman Campese.
Aye.
Council President Cifelli.
Aye.
Mayor Galise.
Aye. Thank you, everyone.